Hello everyone, welcome back to the Makisode YouTube channel. How are you today? It's a beautiful weather out and I hope it is the same where you are. Okay, so today we're going to be demystifying crochet. Now, y'all remember the gala, the Met Gala a few months back, right? And then I'm not sure if people also remember what Serena Williams wore to the after party. It was a slouchy, circular, reflective mirror embellishment motif dress, so to speak. Yeah. So it was a dress made from motifs, right? And then this motif started out as a circular mirror embellishment. Say, now for those circular mirror embellishment, I want to imagine that sequins were used, right? So sequins were used for the circular, the middle part. Let's say this is the middle part, this is a sequin, a large circular sequin. And then two extra rows of crochet were worked onto this, so several motifs were made, right? Circular motifs, square motifs that started out circular because all of the motifs on there started out as that reflective circle. Okay, now before I go on, are you new to our channel? You should totally go subscribe to our channel. On a weekly basis, we bring you brand new videos inspiring you on all of the possibilities of crochet. We walk you through how we made one of our own bespoke pieces, and then we demystify crochet, what one celebrity or another wore, or something from way back, something vintage, something something rare. Yeah, we demystify all of that. We also talk patterns, we draw patterns, we modify patterns as we see fit for the particular project that we are talking about in that particular time. So yeah, we have our galleries up on Instagram for our wedding day apparel. You can find those at Makisode Weddings, and then for our corporates, casuals, everyday wear, you find those, and accessories. You find those at Makisode Models. Do well to follow. Do well to like. Do well to leave a nice comment, and do well to share our content. So let's go on with this dress. What was the general shape of the dress? General shape of the dress was like a kaftan, slouchy kaftan. Yeah, that's the neckline right there, slouchy kaftan, like that. Something like this. Okay, yeah. This is the armhole right here. Armhole right here. Yep. So armhole there, and then that's the dress. Now this dress, sometime later, I now stumbled on something else something that Stella McCartney made, resembling it. Okay, so also made from made started out as a circular this mirror embellishment, yeah, or the sequins or something that just something that reflects, something that shines, something that shimmers. So in the event that you do not have circular sequins around you, large circle sequins, you can actually just crochet circles, right? Just crochet circles and then put on smaller sequins all around, fill it up with smaller sequins, and continue the rest of your work of the motif, yeah, whether it be the round motif or the square motif. All right, so yeah, that's it essentially. It looks yeah, the same style, yeah, but this Stella McCartney's model wore an ankle length version, a slimmer and ankle length version of the dress of this same style. Okay, so let's come back to Serena's dress. It looks somewhat like this. Now, in here are all a collection of motifs. Collection of motifs. There were circular motifs. This is the this. Let's say this was that the reflective circle, right? You had an extra row, two extra rows for the circular motifs. Yep, just two extra rows for the circular motifs. That's it essentially. For the circular motifs, just two extra rows. And then for the squares in there, you had the circular row, and then you had the row that transformed the circle into a square. So, yep, that's it essentially. So here you have that. Okay, I'm gonna attach a video on how to create something like this, as in start out as a circle and end up as a square. I'm going to add that. I assume that you all know how to work regular circles, but to transform from a square to a circle, maybe it's tricky. So I'm going to attach a video showing you how to do that. So now you have these. So, and these are 3 rows. Let's say this, if you count this, the circular, the mirror here as 1 row. So you have row 2 and then you have row 3. That is the biggest size. That was the biggest size of any of the motifs found on the dress. Okay, that was the biggest size of any of the motifs found on the dress. So, but you had other ones that were just the mirror and then an extra row. Yeah, the mirror in the middle and then this extra row. You had some like that. And then we now had these other ones. You could add there were squares, small squares that were used to join some of the circular motifs. So yeah, let's do some joining. Let's see how that works, out here. So this is the plain. I'm going to walk us through this way. So you start out, up here. You have the circle motif. This is a circle motif. Don't forget that there's a mirror. This is a full length circle. And then you have that little square here. And then the circle motifs here. Realize that you're going to be joining this to this. Okay, so you have that there. Let me bring out squares and probably show you what this, will look like, because I'm not sure the drawing is doing as much justice as I'd like it to do. So this is a square. This is another square. Square right there. Uh-oh. Are my big squares all done? Okay, bring out smaller squares as well. Small square. Oh, let's see. Small square right here. Another small. Oh no, about that size. Okay, so you place them such that they're going to fit into the space you have made for them. Now, don't forget that the squares are way smaller, just 3 rows of each, starting out with either the mirror embellishment or your own recreation of that mirror embellishment. It could be a regular circle, a regular 1-row circle, all string. You would have sewed sequins on there, or you could use a metallic yarn for that inner circle. Yes, you can use metallic yarn for the inner circle and then work the other circles out there. So yeah, that's about it. So you see, let's say you have these two big circles right here and you have this small one. This is what you use in joining them. So you have this lacy look because here there's going to be a hole. So you have that there. Remember that, let's say these are joined. This is way smaller, so it's going to be joining to a large circle here, a large circle here, another large circle here, and then the tiny square right here, all joined with probably chains. You're going to be chaining all the way there to join, to attach these together, as you can see in the picture. Okay, now the other thing is you have to now determine how and where to place your squares and how and where to place your circles. Okay, so the dress, you can choose up there, place a square, square up there, square right there, square right there. Yeah, then maybe a circle. The circle is here. Do not forget that in between or the center of all of these are those reflective mirrors. So the circle here, another circle here, circle, yeah, circle, circle. Let's say this is the neckline of the dress. Yeah, and then all here is the shoulder side of the dress. So let's say another 2 squares. You determine whatever constellation you want to use for your own. Okay, that's the top part of the dress, and then the lower part you can turn around and let the circles come here. You now have circles here, and then maybe here you now have squares. Remember that the circles and the squares are all of equal number of rows, so that they essentially have the same size and are easy to join together. Okay, so you keep on, you turn around another circle, and then go your squares, find a way to attach them, and then here you have circles. So I'm going to make this up to 3 so that it creates like a length of sorts, right? For this is for Serena's dress, something like that. So you keep on. Now, like I said, this constellation is just my choice. You can choose all round circles this way, and then squares here, or squares all there, and circles here, or circles all around the entire dress, or squares, let the entire thing be squares. You notice that in the Stella McCartney's dress, you have the top and opaque part, as in the let's say the body parts, where to cover the body parts. There were more squares there than the circles. And then at the lower end of the dress, that's where you now had the circle motifs, yeah, for more to show more skin. So now when you have exceeded, say you have exceeded the crotch, meaning you have exceeded what parts could be, not nicely exposed and all of that, you can now, start slouching. So slouching means you skip a row, or sorry, a column, and then start out your, you know, yeah, start out this way, slouch some more, skip this, yeah, we're still slouching, and then slouch some more, skip this one, yeah, or we would have returned to the triangular part, triangular design. Sorry, the square motifs. All of it depends on you. So you can slouch it that way, yeah, it turns into an asymmetrical type design, okay, and that's it. That's the dress. So the dress looks something like this, and the entire body here is all of those squares and circles. Remember, the center of all of these are reflective or shimmery or shiny, so you can use sequins to decorate if you cannot find one large round sequin. Yeah, one large round sequin to use for those center parts. You can use a number of sequins on a one row crochet circle. Yeah, so these are your options. Option 1, option 2, sequins on a one row crochet circle. Another option is metallic yarn. Yep, that's another option for that center. Yep, metallic yarn, one row circle made from metallic yarn. Another option is beads. Yeah, crystal beads on a one row crochet circle. Yeah, and you can also suggest these are the options my brain can work up now. So you can also suggest yours to me. Now for the Stella McCartney dress, like I said, it looked something like this. They had a lacy, triangles up here, and then hers was all the way down with some slouch, of course. So same things, the squares, the circles, squares, and all that, all arranged nicely. Now, between these circles, as I saw on the Stella McCartney dress, if you want to, you can work in tiny squares that attach the tiny squares that attach the circles together. But for this to happen, it means that you worked this in just 2 rows. I don't know how easy that is for me to explain, but if you check out like I'm showing you right now, yeah. So if normally all of these other motifs we're working them in 3 rows. For the circles, you're going to be putting tiny squares in between. You're only going to be working 2 rows. So 2 rows. So that square is what is going to make room for the third row, because all of them have to align. Everything you're joining together has got to align. So for where you have the 3 row circles, you're joining them directly to each other or to the squares. But where you have the 2 row circles, you're going to have to create small squares. All of this is left to you. Now remember, crochet, there's no one size fits all. There is no hard and fast rule. You're the one who you create yours and design yours. So yeah, go to town. Maybe when I make mine, I'll come show us how I made it. But right now, to demystify this dress, this is what we can do. So is there any part that wasn't quite clear? Do let us know in the comments. And I want to believe you all know how to create circle motifs, you know how to create square motifs. So yeah, that's all you really need. And then join together. Yeah, there are several ways to join motifs together. Yeah, so find the one that works best for you and do that. Thank you so much for watching.